The uncle's secret. When Jacob's father passed away, the family was shattered. His father had been a quiet, hard-working man who built a small fortune over decades of sacrifice. Jacob, his only son, expected to inherit his father's company, a construction firm that had supported the entire family for years. But when the will was read, Jacob's uncle Richard stepped in with a smug smile. He presented a revised document that left everything to him. The lawyer hesitated, but the signature looked convincing. Suddenly, Richard controlled the company, the money, and the legacy Jacob's father had intended for his son. Jacob was devastated. He begged, pleaded, even offered to work under Richard, but his uncle laughed in his face. "Your father never trusted you with real responsibility. He left it to me for a reason." But Jacob knew the truth. His father had trusted him. He'd told Jacob personally. The betrayal ate at him. So Jacob began to dig. Late nights were spent combing through old files, scanning documents. Finally, he found it. Proof of Richard's fraud. The revised will had been printed on paper that didn't exist the year his father supposedly signed it. Even worse, Richard had left digital footprints on his own computer showing he doctored the file. Jacob didn't confront him. Instead, he gathered everything: files, timestamps, witnesses. Then he waited for the perfect moment: the company's annual shareholder meeting. In front of board members, employees, and family, Richard began his usual speech, boasting about continuing his brother's legacy. That's when Jacob rose and said, "Actually, you've been continuing something else. Your lies." He displayed the evidence on the projector. The doctored files, the proof of forgery, the real will his father had written and notarized months earlier, naming Jacob as the sole heir. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Richard's face twisted with panic as security was called in. Within weeks, Richard was charged with fraud and embezzlement. He lost everything: his freedom, his reputation, the company he had stolen. Jacob stepped into his rightful place, not just as owner, but as the man his father had raised him to be. And as he walked into his father's old office for the first time, he whispered, "We did it, Dad." Richard, meanwhile, was left with nothing but the bitter memory of the empire he tried to steal and failed.